a second-class citizen is a person who is systematically discriminated against within a state or other political jurisdiction, despite their nominal status as a citizen or legal resident there. While not necessarily slaves, outlaws or criminals, second-class citizens have limited legal rights, civil rights and socioeconomic opportunities, and are often subject to mistreatment or neglect at the hands of their putative superiors. Instead of being protected by the law disregards a second-class citizen, or it may actually be used to harass them. Systems with de facto second-class citizenry are generally regarded as violating human rights. Typical impediments facing second-class citizens include, but are not limited to, disenfranchisement, limitations on civil or military service, as well as restrictions on language, religion, education, freedom of movement and association, weapons ownership, marriage, gender identity and expression, housing and property ownership. The category is normally unofficial, and the term itself is generally used as a pejorative, and governments will typically deny the existence of a second class within the polity. As an informal category, second-class citizenship is not objectively measured. However, cases such as the American South under segregation, Aborigines in Australia prior to 1967, apartheid in South Africa, women in Saudi Arabia under Saudi law, Dalits in India and Nepal, Roman Catholics in Northern Ireland during the parliamentary era are all examples of groups that have been historically described as having second-class citizenry. In the present day, convicted felons and dropouts are believed to be considered second-class citizens. By contrast, a resident alien or foreign national, and children in general, may have limited rights within a jurisdiction, but is also given the law's protection, and is usually accepted by the local population. A naturalized citizen carries essentially the same rights and responsibilities as any other citizen, and is also legally protected. Examples: a proposed American guest worker program has been criticized as creating second-class citizens. Latvian non-citizens constitute a group similar to second-class citizens. Although they are not considered foreigners, they have reduced rights compared to full citizens. For example, non-citizens are not eligible to vote or hold public office, and their economic rights are restricted by law. The European Commission Against Racism and Intolerance has described their status as making people concerned feel like a Euro second-class citizens. Estonian non-citizens are in a similar position. Barakumin is a designation of Japanese second-class status, meaning the people who are from the place called Baraku. Baraku basically means a village or small district. Since a long time ago, people started to discriminate people from Baraku even though they belong to the same race, and there were no differences between ordinary Japanese people and people who are called Barakumin. It is not clarified when and why this has been started, but it is said that it was most prospered in Edo period. They are often called as Ita, or Hinin, meaning polluted or not a human. Even though in Meiji 4, these discrimination was officially ended by Konohara, many people resisted it and continued treating them as Barakumin. Today, fewer people are biased about Barakumin, however, the term Barakumin is still recognized as a discriminating word, while there are a certain amount of recent young generations who do not even know the term and idea of Barakumin. Also, in some cases, people still happen to be discriminated, especially when they get a job or get married. These cases often reported as problems. See also, DIA, loss of rights due to felony conviction, DIMI. References